The altcoins are hammering here to the upside, so we quickly refresh this crypto bubbles chart here over there. Bitcoin made already a next all-time high. We will also talk about this in today's live stream. So let's start first of all directly here with our Bitcoin chart when it's loading. Otherwise we are checking here the crypto bubbles. I think my MacBook is like a little bit slow this morning, so maybe I also need one sip of my coffee. So there we have it. We've seen here on many altcoins are performing since yesterday, super bullish here. And if you're going here to the weekly, we see it way better, like H-bar 50% to the upside, XLM also very bullish, like over kind of like 100% to the up, 90% to the upside. It's absolutely crazy. But let's start here with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is since yesterday's update pumping here extremely to the upside, now getting like a little bit rejection here on the 15-minute chart. Let's have a quick look on the liquidation. Let's see about the liquidation, what we're having over there. So here on the liquidation, we perfectly cleared all the liquidity sitting above. We talked about yesterday video about this, exactly about this. So that we have seen here a lot of liquidity building up at 121,000 US dollars. We perfectly cleared this with this massive candle here to the upside. Now the liquidity is building up right now to the downside. Around 119,000 US dollars is building up a lot of liquidity, and even I told you many times before, the liquidity down below. For this we go here to the daily or to the 3-daily chart. There we can see it a little bit better. So we have here a lot of liquidity down below at 117,000 US dollars. The liquidity we're talking about 111,000 US dollars almost get cleared, so nothing big left over there. So the next possibility buy zone for me for a huge recovery would be here around 117 or 116,000 US dollars. So just let's go in the chart over here. Let's pull out here the right chart for us. Let's see. So we have the right one. Yeah, here we have it with our, that's not the right chart. Let's check, this is the Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, this one, perfect, we take this one. So here we see our last trade I talked about yesterday, exactly about the setup. That if you're going here or get like a retest to our 118,000 US dollars, we can go in a long position. This, to be honest, didn't get filled sadly, so we just go only like $1,500 above, so we can just delete this. But our other trade here, as I told you, as we get a proper retest about this support level over there, we can enter it right now. So there you're now up like, yeah, our trade target would be like 120,000 US dollars. So congratulations on like, yeah, 1.6%. If you take it with 10x leverage, it would be all the way up like 16% or even way higher if you trade this all the way to the upside. So this trade almost in profit in highest 3%. Now it's like 2.6%. So this would be like a perfect entry. If you miss this entry, don't get FOMO'd in right now, because we see it many times if we're going here a little bit back, that we saw here consolidation, pump, consolidation, pump, consolidation, pump, next consolidation, pump, consolidation over the weekend, a very big consolidation as I told you, and then we saw the next pump. We reached almost also our target, so even if you didn't close the trade before, as we broke out here, this trade target would also be reached, so this is also very nice. And then it keeps the same consolidation to the sideways or sideways down, and then the next pump to the upside. Even if we're going a little bit more into detail here on the 15 minutes chart, we could imagine doing like the pump consolidation to the sideways or downside and the next pump. So I expect definitely here something like the same consolidation a little bit, and then the next pump to the upside. And let's go for this in the 5 minutes chart. If we can get here a proper, for a trade setup, I would definitely wait a little bit. As soon we're getting like a proper formation here on the 5 minute chart, more better on the 15 minutes chart, something like this here, when we are expecting like the move, something like here. So even expect here, testing this kind of support line here over there. So this trade setup, it's already in profit. We can delete this, and I have a new one for you. So this would be like here, if you're retesting something like around here and then trade this to $125,000, I would definitely not take any like a fixed take profit. Just if we are getting in profit, move your stop loss to break even, and then trade or let the trade still running, because we cannot expect here where Bitcoin is moving here right now, especially the retail is not really in, and also today the US market will open again, so ETF data will flow inside. So there we can expect here very quickly a move hard to the upside, even as we are going here to, let me show you this chart. We have it, our main target. Here we have our basically main target. We're going here a little bit out for the daily chart. So we have here this channel over there, so the next major resistance of the last all-time high, as you see it right here in March 2024. Then we have here our resistance in December, in January, and the next one would be like here around 130, 131, 128, around this level. You should definitely take some profits over or from the table to secure your back, definitely, because then we can expect here something like this, moving a little bit sideways, respecting this middle line over there, as we saw it here right now. So we got here a resistance level, we flipped it into support, we hold this here as support, we had resistance, flip it to support, hold this level as support, and then get the massive move. So we can also definitely expect something like this here. And for one kind of reason, I definitely imagine or can imagine that we are going back here to the downside of the band, depending when we reach here our top. We can expect here definitely going a little bit to the more to the downside, because when we are looking here definitely on the liquidation, on the 1 monthly liquidation, we can see that also down below, because over us, above us is no liquidity left. So at one time we need to come down and clear the liquidity to the downside. As I told you before, next big liquidity is here around $116,000, but I can also imagine that we came back down to like $110,000, $105,000, not with a big move, more like a liquidation wick. So definitely keep this in mind, that you are holding when you're trading here, especially near the all-time high. we're now breaking actually in the next all-time high. So even here on this live, we are now making the next all-time high. If you also want to take these trades I gave you here on this video or on the live streams, you can just go in the video description. There you find a link directly to BitUnix. There I also do my copy trading. Yesterday we opened copy trade there around 118,000 US dollars approximately, and trade is all the way up to 120,000 US dollars. We got out because we made our take profit there. If you do the trades by your own and keep it still running, you are heavily now in profit. And don't forget, under this video, there you find directly to the link to BitUnix. I will also show you. There you find directly the link to BitUnix. There you can also start your trading, get a deposit bonus, and also I make a huge tutorial about this exchange, how you can open a long position, how you can open a short position, how you do futures trading, and also how to start with the copy trading. So definitely check this out. I will also keep the link for the video in the video description and also at the end of the video. But let's go here back into Bitcoin. Let's go here for the 1 minute chart to see exactly if we are getting here now the next all-time high. Even if you enter the trade, as I told you, the level here around, you could be already up around 0.5%. So with 10x leverage, it would be up like 5 to 6%. So even if you entered a little bit before, as we're expecting this trend line, you're already up in this trade. Just move your stop loss now to break even to protect your profits. And just keep the trade running. If we make a new all-time high, it's great, you make a lot of profits. If it goes against you, coming back to the entry, you're still fine. You're just not walk around with some losses. You just can re-enter the trade if we are sort like here. Let's go also a quick look on the EMA ribbon, because in one time, as we saw it like here, so this is also a super good strategy, especially when we are trading near the all-time high or in higher levels. We can enter a trade every time when we're getting into the EMA ribbon again. So here now on the, let's go to the 5 minute chart, because the 1 minute chart, maybe it's not that accurate. So even here you saw it like very clearly, even every time we got a retest on the EMA ribbon, it would be like a very great trade entry. So here, if you enter it right now here, up 0.5%. If you enter it right here, 0.5%. If you enter it right here, even there 0.5%. If you enter it right now here, till the next time we're testing EMA 1%. Even if you hold this trade, it's like a 3% to the upside. So this is a very good strategy. I will make definitely in the next days a huge tutorial about how to use this strategy with the EMA ribbon. We use this strategy a lot of in our copy trading. So don't forget, if you also want to join the copy trading, so we just go in the video description. There you found a link directly also to BitUnix. There I also do the copy trading, so just go there, click here on copy trading, search for my my name, or just go and click this link. So next, what we also want to have a look on some altcoins, because as we see it here on the crypto bubbles, as we see it here on the crypto bubbles, we see here our altcoins are performing super nice on the weekly over, mainly every altcoin is performing super bullish. So let's talk about some altcoins before we go here. Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance, and the Bitcoin dominance is exactly doing, we got finally the retest what we are waiting for. So we broke here to the downside. Let's go here to the 1 hourly chart to see it a little bit more clearly. Yeah, we broke to the downside, got like a half of a retest, but because Bitcoin is here getting in new all-time high after new all-time high, we could imagine to go a little bit sideways on the Bitcoin dominance or moving a little bit to the upside. As soon Bitcoin is assume Bitcoin is consolidation a little bit, like moving sideways. This is what we are hoping to see. Maybe like here, going sideways, expecting here this level over there, or at least when Bitcoin will have a move to the downside. We can definitely expect the Bitcoin dominance will falling a little bit to the downside. Approximately like around the next level would be here at, let's see, here the next major support line coming up here at 62%. So as soon as we are moving here to the downside, we can expect a proper altcoin season, because what we're seeing right now in the altcoins, it's just Bitcoin is moving to the upside and performing, the altcoins going side by side with Bitcoin. So it's nothing like Bitcoin will or like we have a proper altcoin season. Let's have also a quick look on the altcoin season index. So here we can see altcoin season index. Yeah, we're kind of on the way to our finally altcoin season. So at 35% now. I told you many times here on this channel, around 18, 20, even on, I think on the lower side on 13%, I told you position yourself in the altcoins. So this gave you a much of profits, especially in the next following weeks. I expect in the next following weeks definitely here seeing the major pump in the altcoin season, and as soon we're getting here around 70, 75%, 80% at least, this is also the way you should sell all your altcoins and reaccumulate it all in Bitcoin again. So this is also what we can expect here, especially we saw it like here. This is also, let's see, it was around November we started the altcoin season. And this is, yeah, always also here, this exactly this one we saw it last time. Bitcoin was consolidated. We can possibly see the same right now over here. So I expect something like similar, like the same like here, something like this. So at least there we can, let's mark it out for you a little bit proper. So I expect here something like this. Maybe we got a retest and then get to the downside and then moving here kind of like in this way to the upside. So this is what I definitely expect here for the altcoins. So kind of like here, and on this way down we are definitely in the altcoin season. So as soon we see on the Bitcoin dominance a move something like this, maybe not that hard as it is right there, we can also definitely expect way more gains in our altcoin portfolio. As we see it here right now, your portfolio must be super be in profit. So every person who bought altcoins in the last couple of 90 days, I would say, let's go to the monthly. Yeah, even if you bought it like on the daily, on the yearly, even on the yearly, so even if you bought it like 1 year ago, you're on most of the altcoins, you are heavily here in profit, and it don't take any more time or any big times. Then also here on the yearly, all the altcoins will flip into green bubbles. So definitely expect here in the next following weeks, following month, something like this, or also like this on the yearly base. So we definitely have in the next few weeks or next few days definitely an eye on some altcoin position. Let's go directly here to the first one, Ethereum, because Ethereum is pumping also. And here on our trade, I gave it you here on, let's go to the 4-hourly chart. Here on our Ethereum trade, as we saw it here right now, we are also up there. So I expect here, oh, this was the wrong one, just delete this one. So also rate target to $3,200, which is in alignment with our big support level here over there. So if you are waiting for a next entry for Ethereum, just we can go on the 50-minute chart, and even if we can also make a trend line over there. Let's check if we have a proper trend line, something like this. Yet even you can enter Ethereum right now, because here on the 50-minute chart we get already a retest of our support level. So we can just enter here a small position, tight stop loss. To be honest, it could be already that we are two scenarios. We came back down, find support over here, and move then to the upside. This is our scenario number one. Trade target would be around on the breakout. Yeah, kinda the same target as we have on our trade as we entered right now there. And the next or the other trade idea, so this is one. So you have here two ideas. So this is number one. If we get a retest over there, stop loss here a little bit more than here. This is more the safer one, waiting for the retest of the end over there, and target remains all both the same. So kind of like here. So here you have two trade scenarios for you for Ethereum. So even if you are, so to be honest, you can just enter it right now over there. And even if we are going a little bit down, you can re-enter or add some more to your position. So to dollar cost down your entry price to the downside. But I definitely expect here, even on Ethereum, a next move. Let's go here on the 5-minute chart. If we are, let's go directly here on our trade on Bitfinex. Let's see over there. Let's go on Ethereum. Yeah, I would at least wait here if we're going to 3,000. I would, to be honest, want to see a retest of $3,000. I would see it more like here on this side before we enter it. Yeah, I would definitely wait here for $3,000. It's not that far away, because when we're going here on the 5-minute chart, yeah, this is also the range here I gave you here. On $3,000, I would definitely enter it over there. So maybe wait here, and we can do a live trade here on the stream. So let's wait if Ethereum is correcting a little bit more to the downside, we can definitely enter here. Let's see what is Bitcoin doing here on the 5-minute. Also came down here a little bit. So we just go here on Ethereum. Let's see. Here we have some limit orders already stacked if we came down to $119,000. Sadly, our Ethereum position was not catched, so yeah. Oh. Yeah, this is very, very sad. We missed here this trade on the limit. What was it? Like, oh wow, this is very sad. It would be like a, yeah, I mean we made a take profit here, would like the 3% move, trade here with 30% 30x leverage, so this would be like a super nice trade. So let's use exactly the setup and move it. Let's go here again and move this here to this one limit order, and we adjust the take profit. take profit, then here definitely 3,200 US dollars. And then we're waiting here for the next trade around 3,000 US dollars. We can open a limit. Stop loss over here. To be honest, I want to make the stop loss a little bit more. Let's make the stop loss a little bit more closer. See, and how easy it is to place here trades and also change the take profits with just one click. It's super nice. I really love this overview here from 𝗏𝗏𝗡. So definitely, if you also want to trade or didn't have an account here on 𝗏𝗏𝗡, just go in the video description. There you'll find a link directly to 𝗏𝗏𝗡, and there you can also start here trading on 𝗏𝗏𝗡. Also, you can do the copy trading. So just the trade what I opened here right now with the limit order on 3,000 US dollars, you can, or you will also enter it automatically if you follow my copy trades. So just go in the video description, there you'll find directly the link. Let's wait here. If our trade is possibly catched, let's have a here quick look. How is Ethereum looking? Also on Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin does kind of the same. So also here on Bitcoin, we can just wait. If you also want to enter a Bitcoin position, just wait here. If we are going back here in the EMA ribbon and trade this all the way to the upside, stop loss kind of around. You can probably do your stop loss right now like there, like 1% risk, and just trade this here to the upside, because I think, or I can definitely imagine, even if the US market will open and the ETF data will flow inside, that we are seeing a massive move here on Bitcoin again. So everybody who took already this entry should be already up, like with 10x leverage would be like 2%, which is absolutely fine. So if you are entered right now there, just protect your stop loss, put your stop loss to break even. Otherwise, let's wait here. What is our Ethereum doing? Yeah, kind of like the same. We could potentially enter it here right now, but it's more on the riskier side. I would definitely wait here maybe for one more move to the downside before we get a move to the upside. We can enter maybe like a small position right now and scale it up if we are getting lower. I think this is also what we can do right now. So let's go. Let's adjust here a little bit the leverage. And yeah, we will just open a long position right now. And if we are going a little bit more down on Ethereum, we will add more on our position. So take profit would be like, what made we for take profit? 3,170. Yeah, kind of like here. Oh, we open a limit order, not a market order. Oh, now we have to wait again. Otherwise it would be like the perfect entry, but I missed to open here the market orders. So this is very sad. Otherwise we would be, I was wondering why is the position not showing, but I just opened the limit orders. So, but to be honest, I think we will, the limit order will definitely catch here. So let's see. Otherwise, it's a good perfect entry here for the limit order. So we will wait if the market is going a little bit more down. Otherwise, we're going directly with buy in the market. Let's wait what we can see it over there. Wait here a little bit. Would be a perfect entry, to be honest, but we sadly put a limit order, not a market order. So hopefully the train is not running again. Let's see. I would not open a market order right now yet. Even now Ethereum is now moving to the upside. So it's very sad that we missed this. It's very sad. Okay, let's continue with some other altcoins. I will put it on my other screen, so I will definitely have an eye on it. Let's also go to Solana, because also Solana is pumping here super to the upside and gave us now here on the 5-minute chart a perfect mode for entering. So this is also what we're expecting. We are getting in our resistance level over there, get supported, get the rejection, and now here moving a little bit more to the downside. Let's see what we can do here on Solana. For Solana, our trade setup is still active. So as soon we get a retest of our support area over there, as we flip this in support, we can definitely enter a position. So this is the position you can definitely take here. Stop loss around this level. So you have like 2% risk, and Ethereum is going to the upside. Sadly, we missed this trade, but it's still fine. As soon as we're coming back down, our limit order is still active. I will, sadly we missed this. Sadly we missed this trade. Otherwise, if you do the same trade as I done it here, and not like a limit order, just the market order, you should be already up here. Yeah, on 10x level it's 4%. It's sad that we are set a limit order, not a market order. I don't know. It's sad. Okay, let's go back to Solana. So Solana also here on the 1 hourly chart, pulling a little bit to the downside, and gave us here, if we are holding this as a support, for this we're going to the 15 minutes chart. Maybe you can enter a Solana position right now. Yeah, here on the 15 minutes chart, we have this one as a support level. If we find now support over there, we can go in a Solana position and trade also Solana a little bit. But to be honest, Solana is not my pair I really like, because the last times I made not that much gains with Solana. But Solana is looking still good. So let's go here to the 5 minutes chart. Yeah, Solana is still looking very good. Even if we hold this here right now, we can definitely open here a Solana position. So here, if we are holding this now as a support, so it's very important that we find now here our support level over there. If we hold this as a support, maybe like a proper retest on a 15 minutes chart, like building the next candle definitely in green, we could potentially end it. But let's see also on the Fibonacci. Yeah, at least the next idea could be also all the way this kind of range. This would be a perfect idea for Solana to trade this. Let's mark this here, green, as our buy zone. So this is our buy zone right now. You can do the same as on Ethereum. So just enter it with lower risk over there, or with some assets of yours, and reaccumulate all the way down, because I expect here definitely also on Solana a move here something like this. And as soon we're getting a proper retest here, you definitely can add more on your position. So this is, yeah, if you enter Solana, you should be already a little bit in profit. So yeah, let's wait. If we are building this as a support and forming the next candle also in the kind of range green, we can definitely enter here. Let's see here on our BTC account. Let's go for the 1 minute chart. Yeah, when we see something like the same here on the 5 minute chart, we can definitely enter here a position. So let's go here for a market order, because this time we want definitely do a market order. Put here 10% of our risk. But I will wait if we are getting like a smaller move to the downside before we enter. So I would like to enter it right now here, this kind of range, because then we have like a perfect entry over there. If you already entered, as I told you here, you should be already in profit. I think it not makes sense to move your stop loss now to break even. Just wait a little bit. Even if you're putting like too much leverage inside, you can just move your stop loss to break even. But we can still wait. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, we came a little bit more down to our entry level. So this would be our entry. Let's go long position. So we're just in this trade. Take profit. You can put it over there. Later we can adjust also our trade stop loss we put here. Let's look. Yeah, trade target would be around 175 US dollars. My main target for Solana is here all the way up on 188 US dollars, even a little bit higher, like 190 US dollars. But this is more a swing position, so more a position I want to build up in the next days. So first I can imagine that we're going here a little bit more for retest. So let's see how's our trade the next minutes or next few hours going. Kind of like in a loss, like, yeah, a little bit now on break even. So even if you came a little bit late, you can just enter it right now. Or if you also want to go for the safer side, just wait until we go here to 163.64 US dollars. There I would definitely add way more to my position and trade this here all the way to the upside. On our Ethereum idea, let's check also over there. I was looking there. For Ethereum, it remains the same. You can enter it right now over there. Maybe our limit order would be already catched. Let's look around on Ethereum. Now Solana is in profit. Nice. Yeah. It would be the perfect. Is it catched? No. It would be the perfect entry, to be honest, but sadly we missed it because we made a limit order and not a market order. This was my fault. So everyone who took this trade on a market order, great, you're in profit. Move your stop loss to break even and trade this all the way to the upside. Otherwise, if you are waiting for entry, just go for the safer entry for the retest. So if we see something like this and trade this to the upside, or if we didn't expect this, or we get a rejection over there, just wait. If we get a retest of our support level over here down below, at least there you can definitely enter a Ethereum position. My strategy would be, and I also do this on Solana, enter it right now. If you're going a little bit, or if the trade is going against us, we add more here and then trade this all the way to the upside. So let's go to Solana. yeah, Solana trade is kind of in profit, 1%. 1% in profit. Quick 1% move. Let's wait. What is Solana here doing? Let's have also a look on Ethereum. What is Ethereum doing? For Ethereum, I definitely want that we are getting filled on our limit orders over there, but yeah, let's see. Let's see. On Bitcoin, let's have also a look on Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is also, as I told you, pump to the upside consolidation, pump to the upside consolidation. If you want to enter Bitcoin, let's see. Yeah, wait for the retest of the email ribbon. If you're already in the beginning of the video going here long, you should be already in profit, but still wait here definitely for a retest of the email ribbon. This would be definitely a little bit more safer entry. Otherwise, we see now, maybe we see now breaking the next all-time high. So all-time high is exactly here. Let's put a line. If we break this all-time high to the upside, something like this, get supported. This is also the next trade you can do. But let's wait more for the safer move here, which is this one. Getting the retest of the EMA ribbon. We could potentially also go here in the middle of the EMA ribbon to 121,600 US dollars. This is also possible. Let's go on the 15 minutes. And if you also want to do these trades I gave you here in this video or in general on the channel, just go in the video description. There you'll find a link directly to BitUnix. There I also do copy trading, so you can just copy my trades. What I can do, just go in the video description, first link there, and then you can just also join our trades here on the stream or on, yeah, we open our limit order on Ethereum. Finally, we saw a little bit more correction. Yeah, perfect. Now we are in our position from Ethereum. I expect to definitely find some support over there, and then see the move to the upside. So kinda, we're building now the next on the let's go on the 5 minutes chart. Yeah, at least even if the US market will open and the Ethereum ETF inflow data will come, I expect to definitely move to the upside. Solana is quite now a little bit in the loss. So if you missed the Solana entry, now it's a perfect time. This is, to be honest, the entry I want to have. But we entered a little bit early, but it's still fine. It's only like 1% minus, so it's still okay. Kind of break even now. So perfect time also to enter here. Even on, yeah, perfect. Ethereum is moving again to the upside. Super bullish 5-minute candle. We find exactly here the support. Let's go here back to trading view to see it a little bit more clearer. Go here to the 5 minutes chart. This will also only be a trade we will holding like for just few hours, or even at least I would definitely close the trade in the next, yeah, even if we reach our target, or if we are in the middle of the week, I would definitely close this trade and look for better entries, because I don't like this entry that much, because I expect here a move to the upside, get a retest again. Maybe it could be already that we have this as a retest right now. So we will see in the next following days here. Now Ethereum is going a little bit down, so perfect. But we're still in profit, so it's fine. Let's see. We catch the perfect entry. Good that we put our limit order, and then I was thinking to delete the limit order to be before. Luckily I didn't delete the limit order, so we now catch it and on the way to the upside. Looks still good, so I expect definitely a move for Ethereum to $3,060 in the next time. So I will just keep the trade running, and if you also want to trade these trades, just go in the video description. There you'll find a link directly to Bitfinex. As you've seen, the overlay is super easy. You can just adjust the take profit by moving here around. It's super nice, super easy. I make also a huge deep tutorial how to use Bitfinex, also the spot trading, the futures trading. Just go in the video description. I think I had not linked the video already, but later I will definitely do it, or in the end of the screen. Otherwise, just go in the channel and then you find, let me show you. So just go to my channel. There you find directly the link also to my video here. Just go there, and here I make a huge deep tutorial about it, how to use it, how you can enter these trades, or how you can also build your spot positions over there, because on Bitfinex you can also have your spot positions. I'm now in the copy trading sector, so I can't move out there. But also on copy trading you can join us here, so you will definitely automatically copy the trades we're doing here. But let's move by side and continue with some other altcoins. So we talk about Solana, we talk about Ethereum. Let's also talk about XRP, because XRP was also moving super bullish to the upside. We got also on XRP, let's go here to the 𝗕hourly chart. Also on XRP, our trade is perfectly played out. So this was a perfect trade. We entered here right now and came exactly to the dollar, to our target. So congratulations on all who took this trade. Let's go here on the 1 hourly chart and see it a little bit more clearer. Yeah, we just entered here right now. Even if you came late and re-entered over there and keep the limit order still active, possible you also be in this trade, and we catch the top to the dollar. Crazy, 8% to the upside. So super nice move. We catch it here over there. So congratulations on all who are in this trade. I think I was sharing the trade in our Telegram group, or for sure also on one update videos. So just make also sure to join the Telegram. Link down below, also in the video description. So we can delete this trade here, because it's kind of like great in profit. You can also delete this trend line. Let's search about the next entry for XRP. Depends a little bit on Bitcoin. How is Bitcoin performing? If Bitcoin is now hitting the next all-time high, we can expect also here on XRP flipping here this one as a support. Even if we are flipping this as support, you can re-enter if we are retesting this for the price target, let's see. Where is the next support came in? Next support level we have over there. Yeah. Main target here, $3.40. But I would definitely work here with some other profit zones, which is all the way up here. Because here we saw also like a big resistance level over there. So the next targets would be here around $3.11 to $3.18, and the main target $3.80 or $3.68, $3.41 approximately. Let's see where we can enter. Maybe we have already a possibility trade setup for you. But to be honest, I would now wait a little bit more, because I would wait here for the retest. We'll break this or retest, because we saw here like a massive move here to the upside, so we're expecting here this one. Scenario number 2 would be like we're going here retesting the button and kind of like this before we break out. Or something like this here. Let's do this together. So there are 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1, something like this. Retest and then to the upside. Number 2 would be we are breaking directly the retest. So these are the 2 scenarios on XRP. For both scenarios, you can enter it. Trade target 5% to the upside, stop loss a little bit more closer like this. Number 1. And number 2 would be kind of around here. So these are the trade scenarios for XRP. Depends mostly on the Bitcoin move. So as Bitcoin is now moving here into next all-time high during the next following day or the next following hours, we can expect definitely also on Ethereum, on Solana, and also on XRP moves to the upside. But it looks already that we are consolidation a little bit to the downside, which is absolutely fine, because we saw it here before. We get the pump, consolidation, get a retest of the EMA ribbon 1 time, 2 times, and then the move to the upside. Same we can expect here on the 15-minute chart. So keep in mind, at one time we came down and retest the EMA ribbon. If we are going now like a little bit sideways, the EMA ribbon will also come here a little bit to the upside, which could be also in alignment with our trade setup here around this level. So I would definitely get here a limit order ready as soon we're getting on the 15-minute chart a retest of the EMA ribbon, or at least latest on the 1 hourly chart. If we're going on the 1 hourly chart a retest of the EMA ribbon, we can directly enter a position. So this is also a strategy I will do mostly here on this channel, or mostly for my copy trading trades. Every time when we get a retest of the EMA ribbon on the 1 hourly chart, I enter the trade, as you see it right here. If you enter it right here, 2%. If you enter it right there, yeah, till the top, like 7%. Even if you enter it on the smaller size, like 1%, 0.5%. If you entered on the last time touching the EMA ribbon, yeah, kind of like here, you are up like 2.5%. So this is a very good strategy on the 1 hourly chart, even also on the 50 minutes chart, to enter a long position every time when we're retesting the EMA ribbon. If you want to get the EMA ribbon, just go here on indicators and search for EMA ribbon, and then you're just can go with the indicator here on TradingView. Let's have a small look here on our trades. Ethereum a little bit in loss, Solana kind of like break even, a little bit in the loss, but still good, so far away from our stop loss, it's okay. Even if we're going a little bit lower on Ethereum and on Solana, I would definitely add more to my position, because I expect in the next following days definitely a move to the upside. Yeah, and trade target for XRP or trade setup for XRP, it's clear. Just you can just also join these. You can just join also these trade ideas over there. Let's have next quick look what we can do. See in the chat it's breaking. Yeah, Solana's breaking to the upside again. Let's see Ethereum. Yeah, it's okay. So it's not like a huge breakout. A breakout would be like more a move like this, like a god candle, like here, like this one. This would be a nice candle I want to see. But for this, the volume needs to be come in. So I think at least if the US market will open, we can expect here the next move. Even here, we saw perfectly here on Bitcoin. Consolidation, I repeat myself to be honest, consolidation, pump, consolidation, pump, consolidation, pump, consolidation. And to be honest, I don't think that we will consolidate here that crazy. So I expect here definitely also the next pump, especially when the US data come, the ETF inflows will be announced. And also we don't need to forget that I think it's in 2 weeks, we have a rate cut, possible maybe a rate cut, so a next FOMC meeting where we get possibility for a rate cut. So this is also definitely in the next following weeks, I expected the next all-time high. Maybe earlier, maybe also today. So we see it right now that we are consolidate a little bit. Let's see. What is our limit order on Bitcoin doing? Yeah, here on the 50-minute and on the 5-minute chart, Bitcoin is moving here. As long as respecting this, let's make this. What is this here? Can I not remove it? Let's go here on the 5-minute chart in TradingView. Yeah, on 5-minute chart, we are retesting the EMA ribbon. So at least if we hold this, we are still good. So we are forming also here kind of channel. This one we can delete. At least if we are holding this level here right now, we are still fine. I expect here something like this. Exactly what we are sawing, we have seen here couple times again. Yeah, especially like here, there, that's perfect. pump consolidation into the EMA ribbon. And I expect definitely the same for Bitcoin. So as soon we're getting in the EMA ribbon, we can just enter. I would not enter directly here in the first corner. You can enter it if you are more on the risky side, but the more safer side would be here around this level here. This is more the safer zone. So this would be like my next buy zone. This one. Kind of like in between here. This is more the safest entry, but it could be already possible that we didn't get this entry. So I keep the trade here more like this. So it's like, even if you put the stop loss around here, we have a 1% stop loss. I would definitely prefer working with 1% stop loss and a trade target around 2 to 3%. So you make more money if we reach the take profit as we lose when we are getting the stop loss hit. And if you also want to take these trades, or in general, if you want to trading, just go here to Bitfinex. There I open already also the trades here on this video. Our Ethereum position is still in profit. Yeah, on Ethereum we get now finally our pump. Crazy, yeah, that's good. Let's move this. Yeah, on Ethereum we're now 3% in profit. Great. And for Bitcoin, yeah, I will to be honest a little bit wait for Bitcoin to make in the next position. But if you're in the beginning of the video, we saw here there's a retest of the lower support area. I told you you could potentially enter it. If you enter it there, you are already in profit. Hopefully you maybe took also some profits there, or put your stop loss at least to break even. Forget a possible re-entry over there. But it looks still good. All in all, Bitcoin is looking super bullish. We can also have a look on the ETF inflows on Bitcoin, because today also the ETF data will start again. So let's see what's in the last following days had been. Over the weekend we didn't saw any inflows of the ETF, so it was kind of like we have like a boring weekend. As I told you also in the videos before, the weekend was kind of this here, sideways boring move, and Sunday evening, yeah, Sunday afternoon, we got the breakout and this move. Even if you trade this here, like the retest I was showing you here, it's a 4%, no, now it's a 3.5%, or to the all-time high, yeah, like a 4% move to the upside, like a super bullish move here. So let's go for ETF. Let's look, I have it here on the other screen. ETF inflows, Bitcoin. Let's take this here from CoinGlass. So yeah, in the last week we saw massive inflows on Bitcoin. So I expect here something like the same also in this week today. So when we are starting today, tomorrow the inflow data will be showing. So let's see what's happened on the ETF inflows. All in all, the market is super bullish. We can have a look on the liquidations. We have for the 24-hour liquidations. Yeah, we cleared a lot of liquidity. Almost there's no liquidity to the upside. So in one time we have to go down and clearly the liquidity on $120,000. At least if we come there, we can just definitely open a position over there. Ethereum is a little bit correcting now to the downside. So we can definitely have a look on Ethereum. Yeah, it came to our entry level over there. Also Solana the same. Let me show you the trades again. Yeah, kind of like on break even on both trades. So still doing good. What else we can have a look on? Because mainly that's it already for this morning. I gave you some trade ideas here on Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is expecting exactly our supported EMA ribbon over there. So we get hold there. It's super bullish sign for me. So at least we can hold this level over there. It's still fine. Even if we're going like a little bit sideways over the whole day, it's absolutely fine. That's where I have my marker. Even if you're going like sideways over the day, it's still okay. And then see the next major pump to the upside, it would be all fine. So it's kind of on track here for Bitcoin. As I told, this is our long buy zone. On Ethereum, we are still in our trade already in. This looks so crazy with the red candle. Yeah, we entered Ethereum right now over there. So let's mark also our Ethereum. Exactly like here. Here we entered exactly here on this setup over there. As soon as we're getting supported like in this area, we are still good. So let's mark it here. Long buy zone. If this area is holding, we are still fine, still on track. Solana. Let's move also Solana here. Solana the same. I think we are now Solana also on break even. I think we entered around here this level over there. We break on Solana now the EMA ribbon to the downside, which not that good, but we have becoming here a lot of support inside. So this is one big support area. If we hold this area right now there, we are also still good. Let's move this to the side. Yeah. As you've seen here, we entered right now there, kind of like in the end of the EMA ribbon. I was expecting not a breakout to the downside, but we are retesting here the next Fibonacci level. Okay, let's remove this to see it very clearly. See, I mark it out in the last seconds, this support area, and exactly there we got also our support. So now it's very important to hold this level here. Even if we're going like a little bit inside our support box, it would be all fine. If we are breaking this support box to the downside, expect here a move to 163 US dollars, and at least there we will definitely get a bounce with a retest to the upside. So this is what I expect here. Our trade's looking now very more better, still in the entry area. So if you also want these trades here we are talking about this video here today, just go in the video description. There you'll find a link directly to the exchange where you can start also copy trading with me. Otherwise, I will keep you updated here with these trades. We will keep these trades running. Our trade targets are super clear. So we're here on Ethereum, trade target 3,200 US dollars. For Solana, trade target is to the upside. First target 170 US dollars, but I will definitely keep this trade running to 192 US dollars, because this is, when we're looking on the daily chart, a super big resistance cluster over there. Let's make this also here. We see it here. This is super big resistance area for Solana. So at least there I expect definitely a pullback to the downside, or at least a retest. So I will definitely get with some profits out of my trade here on Solana. Otherwise, Bitcoin, before we end this stream here, let's go quick to Bitcoin again. Yeah, Bitcoin on the, let's go to the 15-minute chart. Yeah, trade setup for Bitcoin. There's, to be honest, not big trading target. I would keep the trade strategy as I do this mainly. Adjust my stop loss, even if we are going like 1 or 2% in profit, stop loss to break even or in profit, and just keep the trade running. And every time when we see a consolidation like this, a retest of the EMA ribbon, to re-enter the trade or to accumulate more on Bitcoin. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave definitely a like, and then we see in the next video. Maybe I will also do a live stream later in the evening again. Then we can also talk about our running trades here. Or latestly, I will definitely make a stream tomorrow in the exact same time, and then we see in the next, today or tomorrow.